Welcome to this video in which we will talk about time reports in TimeCatchApp and how you can access, share, edit, or customize them. TimeCatchApp works on a hierarchy in which you create projects and then you create tasks within those projects in which you record your time. You can even, when you click into a particular task, you get a memo in which you can record each session within that task and how you spent your time. And those memos will show up in the time report as well. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So let's go back to the project level and talk about how to access project time reports. I'm going to pick Bonita 1 project and click on the action items on the right to access the item project time report. When I click on that, I am taken to a screen which shows me an overview of all the tasks in that project, the user owners of those tasks, and a quick visual that shows me how much of the expected time I had allotted I have used up in my work. So, for example, task 1 here has 10 hours, and I have spent almost 7 hours on that project, on that task. And so I've used 69% of my time. It also shows if you have not specified your time, it's always 100% any time put in. And project totals are shown based on your expected project time. In this case, I've used up 78% of the time. So you have some idea of how close you are to the time allotted for that, each task and the total project. You can also access detailed time reports for each task, which are the same as the task time reports, which I will talk about separately. And you can download this report in PDF and CSV format. That's true for all our time reports so that you can easily store and share them. The other feature you have at the project level is a filtered summary. And this filtered summary is, again, all tasks, but you can filter it by tasks. So you can pick a task by different owners. So I pick tasks with 3 owners, and then I can further filter them by owners. So I'm going to just pick one as the owner Benita Reed and another with the owner Troy. And within that, I can pick a date range that I wanted to show the entries for. So today, current week, current month, current year, trailing 12 months, or a custom date range that I picked calendar right here. So I can get a filtered summary of that. Let's pick one for current month. So I get Benita did not spend any time in this project in the current month, but Troy did. And so it shows those entries. So this is at the project level. Let's go back to the task level, or I can also, as I mentioned, access the tasks from here, task reports from each task at the project level. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and show you how you can access the task reports. Again, you go to the action items on the right and you click on the action items. You get the time report. Click on that. You go into the time report page for that particular task. And as you can see, it shows every session along with the memos that you recorded for each session when you did the task, if you had one. So within this timesheet data, you have other options such as edit to the action. You can edit the time. You can change the memo. You can change the clock in time if you made a mistake. You can make it billable. Now this one is all made non-billable because say you decided you don't need to that particular activity was not a billable activity. And then after some discussion with your teammates and clients, you decided that you did want to bill it. So you can change, you have the option of deciding whether you want to make it billable or not. I'm going to make that billable. So the X star dollar sign is out. The X star dollar sign indicates non-billable. The X star clock sign indicates exclude from summary. So I had decided to exclude this because I did not want that time showing on my time report. But if I change my mind, I can include it in the summary. I also have the ability to move time if it was put in the wrong project or you decided to assign it to another project. You pick the project from the drop down list, and similarly, you pick the time from the drop down list. And finally, you can delete the times as well. So these are the filtering available at the timesheet data level for each task. You can also summarize this data by time. So you go to the drop-down list for the current day, current week, current month, current year, trailing 12 months, or the custom date range. And within that time, you can filter by custom slices of time, by day, by week, by month, by year, or custom slicing. So for example, I keep it all, but I'm going to filter it by 2-day sessions. So this is Benita 1 task and project, Benita 1. And as you can see, I can see the times by 2 days slices within the task that I worked in. And you can clock out right there, and so you can record time while you're doing your time reports. So I want to go back to the project level and show you how you can access the same time report from the project level as well. So if I go into Vanita 1 and I go into the project time report, and then I go to the task, and I click on the detailed time report, I go straight into the task timesheet data as we saw before. And then I can do the similar things here that I did from the task level. I can custom slice it by 2 days. As you can see, I get the same summary. So to sum it up, we have the ability to get project level time reports, and we have the ability to access the time reports at the task level, both from the project level from the list of tasks in that project, and also going to the task page and clicking on the action items. And then you can customize and edit those reports before you share them. Thank you for watching. Happy time catching. It's your time. Make it pay.